All right, YouTube, 106 Falconer, back with another freaking exciting video. A little quick update on my garage here. In case anybody out there is thinking about doing something similar, stripping the paint off and, going El Natural, going to all Little House on the Prairie look. Anyways, so I managed to get this done over a few weeks, working a little bit here, a little bit there. So it's really not that bad of a job. If I was 20 years younger and I could, still do freaking dawn till dusk working, I probably could have knocked out the back of this garage here in a weekend. But I do a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit. Anyways, whatever. Or if you had two people doing this job, I mean, it's not that hard of a job. Now, what I did learn here is at the peak up here, I used a paint stripper in the laps, in the cove cuts, whatever you want to call them there, and you can see how there's still green in there. That's with the paint thin or with the paint stripper up there. I mean, you scrape the paint off and this and that, but it liquefies it so it gets down into the wood, and it's really a pain in the arse to try to sand that out up there. So I said, screw it. It's going to fade over time. And when you're looking at it live, you really can't see it. In the picture, it sticks out. Then you can see other areas where you can see some green coloration in the laps. And what I did in some spots there, because I got lazy, I would... I had the ladder up, and I'd work an area, whatever I could reach, with the ladder there. I'd grind it down, sand it down, and then I put a freaking coat of linseed oil on, and then I wait about an hour, and then I'd move over, start at another section. What was happening is grinding the paint. That green paint was turning into dust, and that was getting into the linseed oil. Even though linseed oil felt dry to the touch, it was still absorb it and give kind of a green tint. So, but that's gonna over time wear out. So I'm not real worried about it. I mean, overall, it freaking looks good. This is good enough for now. Now that you can see the back of the garage, like I said before, you couldn't see it because there used to be where this driveway is, there was a big shed here, and then a tree over here, a tree over there. So you never saw any of the back of this garage. So what it took almost a gallon of linseed oil to do this backside. Now I did do like 2 coats on the upper half here. So, but a 5-gallon thing of linseed oil will do the whole garage. No, I got no doubt about that. I found three tools to do this job is the best thing to do. You don't want to use stripper. You just want to grind the paint down dry, because and then you don't want to put linseed oil on until you got the whole damn thing done. Blah blah blah. Lesson learned. I went to Home Depot, bought 2 1x5x8 pre-primed pine boards from Home Depot. One went in this window, the other went here. I also bought a 1x4 for the skirt at the bottom of the window, which is not on there yet because now I'm trying to decide if I want to build a couple planters and put planters underneath each of the windows. I mean, that would look kind of cool. Whatever, grow some shit in there, who knows. But the windows themselves are just tacked up right now, because my next step now that I got this done so it looks visually acceptable, is I need to jack up this side of the garage. I'm going to lag a 4x4 on the wall in the corner right here and jack it up, because the foundation from here over to about right there is broke. Now, when they poured the foundation, it's only 4-inch wide. Yeah, it's about a foot deep. Well, not deep, I mean just sitting on the ground, but the ground drops off. So I got to jack this up a little bit so I could get out that broken piece of foundation form it up, get me a couple pallets of freaking concrete because I got to do some concrete work in the garage, and get a new foundation poured on the backside here. So that's my next step. But like I said, I wanted to have it just visually acceptable. I'm going to. I'm not doing the corner boards. They're going to be white too, on either side. But once I get done with the foundation, then I got to do the fascia and soffit. So once I get the fascia and soffit done all around the garage, then I'll get the corner boards on. Then I'll just start working my way around the garage, stripping it down, and at some point the whole thing's going to look like this, which I think looks really good. So, anyways, I'll show you what I used, and whatever, go from there. Okay, so here's what I've learned that you need to do the job of stripping the garage. Number one is this Dyma brush. This thing is freaking awesome, and you can see it's still has a lot of life left in it. So I have no doubt I'll be able to get the rest of the garage done using this. Well, even if I got to buy another one, whatever, they're like $50. But this is number one. Number two, I would recommend using a cordless angle grinder. This Makita with a 5 amp hour battery. I got a few of these batteries, but they have a pretty good run time. I tried using my corded angle grinder, and I did not like it. I prefer the cordless better. That's just my opinion. As long as you keep your vents clean, right there, this thing you get a lot of run time out of this. The next thing is this polycarbide abrasive wheel. This is another Harbor Freight's very best Chinese products. This thing works phenomenal for getting into the laps, and also for just going over the flat portions. Get in here in the laps, and then just skimming over the flat part from the Dyma brush, and then hit it with a regular random orbital sander or something. I wound up going down to 80 grit on the random orbital, and you can't. I mean, if I was building furniture or something, of course you don't do that shit. But anyways, so this polycarbide abrasive wheel, it's either $4.99 or $5.99. So this is the second one. So I went through basically 1.5 on the back side of the garage. It starts out life with a square edge, kind of like this one here. This one is made to go in a drill. I bought this, and not worth a shit. So don't even worry about that. The other thing is these right here. This 4-inch nylon abrasive wheel that does go in a drill. I used, this right here is the third one. This is the fourth one that I haven't had to use yet. They are $3.99, I think $4. This right here, I use this one to get up underneath in the right in the corner, like a so, to get the paint off, where if you don't get it with this one here. And that's really all you need. You need these three things: the Dyma brush, this, and then this, and that'll take care of things for you. Now, another thing is the 1x5s, the pre-primed 1x5s I bought at Home Depot, and then the pre-primed 1x4. That freaking shit's made in China too. I can't understand why something like that can be made here in America. I don't know, whatever. But buying them 3 8-foot sticks, and then a quart of Bear Dynasty white paint, that was $100 for that crap. So whatever. I mean, it looks good. The boiled linseed oil, I just been buying quarts at Wally World. They're eight something a quart. Like I say, it took, well, that's probably 3/4 of the way full. So it took about 3 1/4 quarts on the back of the garage. And even if you don't like that natural look, the linseed oil, natural look, if you read online, they say that linseed oil, you grind the paint down, linseed oil it, and then if you want to put, paint over it, oil-based paint, they say that freaking, if you use the boiled linseed oil as a primer with oil paint on top of it, that the freaking, that stuff sticks like crazy. It's one of the best things you can do. So, because I mean, even this paint here, if you're just to freaking scrape it down, and paint it, you're still going to see all the whatever. So, but anyways, that's it, man. You freaking diamond brush. Like I said, I think this might give me the whole garage. If not, I'll get another one, whatever. This abrasive, this 4.5-inch wheel here for your angle grinder, and then one of these 4-inch for the drill, and bam, you're done. And I'd recommend using a cordless grinder. It's just a lot easier. So let's see. Anyway, that's about it. All right, see y'all, bitches.